So we've covered in class how to do a regression analysis on your calculator, and you may absolutely do your regression analysis on your calculator. However, for these screenshots, I like to use my Desmos calculator to do the analysis. It just gets me a nice picture then to put into my report. So I have my list of data, and you can either enter your list by hand in Desmos if you want to do that. You will simply click on the little plus sign and add in a table. And then you can just put in your X's and Y's right there. Or you can do what I'm going to do, which is a copy and paste. So here's your survey data. I'm just going to pick two columns. How many AP classes are you taking this year, and how many have you taken in previous years? I'm going to just select it all, so both columns, and copy, and then back to Desmos with a paste. And so it populates it all into X1, Y1, and it makes a scatter plot for me. So there it is. Now, when it comes to the regression analysis, Desmos needs a very particular syntax for it to work. So the explanatory in this case is X1. The response is Y1. To get the regression equation, I'm going to type the response variable, which is Y1. And then you've got to use the tilde symbol, which is shift, and then it's the key next to the 1. You've got to have that squiggly tilde to get your regression equation in. And then I'm looking basically for an mx plus b, so I'm going to do m. But instead of just x, you've got to put x1. So it's y1 and x1 with a plus b on the end. And there you go. It gives you then what your slope is, what your y-intercept is. Here is your correlation coefficient, and here is your coefficient of determination. Now, just looking at this scatter plot, we can see there's not a whole lot of correlation here, right? A linear analysis probably isn't appropriate. We're just running it for practice. So here's my regression line. I'm going to make it red so it's easier to see. I did that by clicking and holding on the front circle, and then you can choose a different color. So there you go. You've got your equation. You've got your regression stats. Now you want to see a residual plot. That's also part of this project. See here where it says residuals. It says E1 and plot. Click the plot, and there you go. Now you've got a residual plot. Now to see it clearly, turn off your original scatter plot by clicking on the circle, and I'm also going to turn off the regression equation. And there I have my residuals. So you can analyze them then. If it's a good linear fit, what you're looking for is a roughly even spread, right? So actually this residual plot's not bad, but because the original data didn't have much of a correlation, an overall linear analysis isn't the most appropriate. That said, for purposes of the project, we're going to run it anyway. So there you go. Copy and paste in or type in yourself. When you're typing your regression equation, make sure you put the subscripts on your variables and use the tilde symbol instead of an equal sign to get the appropriate regression analysis done.